So, story time, E.T. Gulak, etc. I don't think of it as breathing so much as sniffing the universe. And I can move objects with my mind, as long as I use my hands. Woo! From the brain to the hand on demand. Life is all about perspective. What a dumb thought. Who says that? Why is he saying exactly what I'm thinking? That's perspective. Here's some perspective. That delectable smell of freshly cut grass is actually a chemical distress signal. That's the aroma of grass screaming for its life, you monster. And while we're on the subject of smelly plants and planty smells, petrichor is the word for the smell after it rains. And it isn't actually the rain that smells at all. It's the plants. During dry seasons, plants sloop oils into the ground. You mix that up with some good old-fashioned actinobacteria, you know the one, and voila! The smell is released in a rainstorm. The movement of rain creates negative ions, not positive ions, but I'm positive that they're negative, but the negatives are a positive thing. Negative ions can be found where moving water is, like rain and waterfalls and oceans and urinals. Just kidding. And they stimulate the senses, provoking thoughtful thoughts. Which is why you think you get good ideas in the shower, which you do, and where you figure out what on earth you're going to make a video about, which you kind of did. It's odd, isn't it, that negative ions can be such a good thing? But then again, things rarely actually make sense, don't they? There is no up or down on this planet, only outwards and inwards. And sometimes I lay down on the sidewalk and look at my feet and pretend I'm hanging off the side of the earth, just to remind myself that my normal is a perception, and that normal is just when weird hits critical mass. But when things don't make sense, they make sense. In a sense. When individually familiar but unrelated objects are placed next to one another, both start to radiate oddness, like a cactus and an umbrella, or forks in a microwave. But sometimes that's what you need, forks in a microwave kind of thinking. Just don't actually put forks in a microwave. Things, they do explode. The great French philosopher Sartre, after a particularly bad trip on drugs, claimed he was followed by giant imaginary lobsters for the rest of his life. But by the time he was old, they had become quite good friends. Mr. Philosopher, make sure not to forget your trusty ocular enhancers. Thank you very much. Have you met my daughter's husband? He's my son-in-law. I had a girlfriend once. I lobster, but then I flounder. Don't be shellfish now.
Mr. Pincers, I swear to the sea, if you make another lobster joke, I will turn you into a bisque.
You've grown. Good for you. That has nothing to do with anything, really. I just thought it was hysterical. Life is strange. Life is random. Filled with things and people and events that radiate oddness. But within the odd and the strange, there's a certain magic. There are over 7 billion people on this planet. At any moment, 2 random hearts could beat at the same time. How magical is that? I wonder.